Hi, I'm Jason Toll with Grasshopper Mowers. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the characteristics and where you might use one of our 6 blades. We have a high lift notch, an extreme high lift notch, a medium lift, a contour blade, a high-low mulch blade, and our shredder blades. Our high lift notch blade is recommended for most side discharge applications, from moist grass conditions of the early spring to the final mowings in the fall when it's dry and dusty. Although in dry, dusty conditions, ensure that your deck is leveled properly and consider using air dams to minimize the dust blowout from around the deck. 90% of the time, this is the blade that you're going to want to use side discharge. It is the factory blade that comes on your deck. For a non-collection system, this is the blade. It does create quite a bit of airflow due to the high rise in the fan portion of this blade. That is what is making the clippings come out of the chute on the side of your deck. You can use it in your lush environments. That is one time where you may also want to lower the RPM speed to keep that high lush grass from just getting pulverized and turned into grass applesauce underneath the deck. Next up is our extreme high lift notch blades. This blade is recommended for side discharge applications in very lush or overgrown conditions. It's recommended for use with liquid-cooled models or air-cooled models greater than 23 horsepower. This blade is a blade that you're going to use when you're more rough cutting, not necessarily a manicured yard. This is going to be when you're cutting some overgrown grasses that you may only cut once, twice, maybe 3 times a season. With the extreme height of the fan, it moves an awful lot of air underneath that deck to help discharge the clippings. This is our medium lift blade, recommended for use in all power vac collection systems. Medium lift blades are required with certain mulch packages, 2007 and earlier. Satisfactory also for any side discharge applications, including dry and sandy conditions. Also recommended blade for most all of our rear discharge decks. Where you're going to find that this blade helps you out the most is going to be very possibly in your high moisture, super lush. If you have a lot of grass getting packed around the bottom side of your deck, this blade's going to help you out where it slows the airflow down. It's not throwing that grass near as high. Another thing that may actually help you out some too is going to be to lower the RPM on your mower. It sounds counterintuitive to think that way, but if you combine this blade, the medium lift blade, with a little slower RPM, you're going to have a way cleaner underside of your deck and less clumps throughout your yard. Next is our contour blade. This is the blade of choice. This is our highest cut quality blade in side discharge mode conditions, where a third rule, which is 1/3 of the overall height of your grass, is what you're cutting off. It is preferred mowing over dry, sandy soils. These blades will leave the most manicured cut in high-profile areas that are mowed on a regular basis. They are not recommended in lush, high-moisture environments. What this blade is doing is it creates the most vacuum of any blade that we have. Therefore, it's going to make your grass stand as tall as it can when it is getting cut. It is very crucial that you do follow the third rule, to where if your grass is 3 inches tall, you cut no more than 1 inch. If it's 6 inches tall, you cut no more than 2 inches. What you're looking to do is just control the amount of clippings that you're moving with the high lift function of it, or the high vacuum function. If you have a whole bunch of wet clippings under there, it's going to pile them up underneath your deck. This blade will give you the most pristine manicured cut as you go across your yard. So if you're out to make your yard look like golf courses, this is a blade for you. This is our high-low mulching blade, designed for use with our mulching packages beginning in 2007. So anything 2007 and later uses this blade in conjunction with the down discharge mulching baffles. What you're going to use this blade for is anytime you're looking to get your grass clippings cut as small as you can. These blades recut clippings multiple times because of an extended cutting edge and its rise and fall airflow patterns due to your first cut being on the outside. The tail of this blade throws the grass in the air. When it comes back around the second time, this raised portion of the cutting edge reattacks that blade of grass, cutting it even finer, but also pushing it down at the same time that blade comes across. Won't leave the clumps across the top that you may see with other cuttings. It's going to be a finer cut to help the clippings disappear into the turf canopy. And lastly, today I'd like to talk about our shredder blade. It's our toothy-edged blade to break apart leaves and clippings in the drier parts of the season. These blades are the best choice when serrated wing blades are desired to reduce the volume of leaves and clippings. A great blade when the weather is dry. You're looking to break those fall leaves up so that you don't have to dump your collectors near as many times. If you're trying to get it all to the dump in a single truckload, this is the blade for you. Where you're looking just to get the most amount of clippings per load, this is the blade that will break up your leaves and everything smaller. Now, when you're questioning yourself on whether or not we're running an authentic Grasshopper mower blade, the first thing that I'd ask for you to do is flip your blade over to the bottom side. You should see a Grasshopper stamping. It also will tell you which side of that blade is used for the grass. Too many times we've heard or talked to people that have a blade on upside down. It does not cut as well that way. Another thing that you'll find on the opposite end of your blade from the stamping is going to be that actual blade's part number. So if you look on the bottom side of your blades and you see the part number on one end, stamped authentic Grasshopper with a grass side stamping, you know that you have authentic blades. That's our complete blade comparison. If you have any more questions, feel free to go to grasshoppermower.com. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe to our channel.